National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go. Ready. 280. Number 53. Mike 53. Watch twist.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in Week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Hey, Tuesday. Check. 36.
On second down, it's Freeman, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I hope you brought your rest, because I'm about to take you to school. Slam. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Hey, express. Check 55, Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Under. Pilot, 64, weak.
Now it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
Ready, 51, sub. 51. 21. Check.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
He'll get the first down, and Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Colts pick it up. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, That's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's the second year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a creep.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Ryan almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, exit.
Throwing again. Ryan over the middle. That's caught by Ridley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Gun. Motion. 39. 28. Go.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after 11. Under 10.
Now Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Love. Flush to his right. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Luck, left side, Doyle with it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Luck now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's make these babies cry.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mike. Ready. 53, Mike. Hey, bye-bye. Check.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Ryan now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Ryan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
27 on the play. First down, Falcons.
Hey, free players. 58.
On first down, Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
But no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 14-0.
14. Colts, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's get off the field, D.
Luck now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Check out. 140. Gotta do better. 11 Z. TV, come on. Mike, go.
Out of the gun, Luck. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Check.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, Will. Let's go, D.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, know where we are, but sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check. Blue draw quarters.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I can't believe they even let you play. Gotta go.
From the gun, Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 1st down, Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Watch 81, fellas, watch 81. Single, slot.
Throwing on 2nd down, Ryan into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Just like that.
Now it's Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Love. Buying time to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
61, matchbox lights. Check 99.
They snap it to Locke. And it's caught. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough. Getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it first. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now in Indianapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now in Indianapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Locke. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Locke showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mostert. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts have taken the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 20. Five and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. On second down, here's Smith. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. Dancing to his left. His throw incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Check in. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. You don't want nothing.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On the keeper, here's Ryan. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check three. He's checking. Crash.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It was Justin Houston who got him down.
Get him, boy. Get 59, ready.
2nd and 10. At the Colts 40.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with time running out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
Even. 4 down. Even. Check.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Colts take over first
Let's go,
and 10.
let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right? And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the fourth now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker. Just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
Now it's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Get ready, get ready. Shift, watch the shift. Switch. 54, south. Shift. Watch out. Face. Motion. Wait.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. This from 52, and this for the win. And he missed it. It's no good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Let's go, fellas.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now. The ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal result and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw in overtime for Love. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on third down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Let's go. That's good for the Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
40 out. 674. Watch the air.
Luck gives this one off to Mack. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Delta, here we go.
On second and 7, Luck. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is third and long.
Bravo. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 45. Mike, 45. Hey, Mark,
A shotgun snap for Luck. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez on for a very important punt here in overtime. This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there in overtime. 46 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Switch. Go team, still.
To throw is Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
51, south. You got that. 54, south. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Check. Ready, set.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Well, how about this? The very, very rare time.